Oh, I have just escaped. You might have noticed that I've been away for quite some time. I haven't been able to do a podcast. I was abducted by a bunch of marauding Adobe aficionados, experts, fanatics, whatever you want to call them. They took me away. They forced me to do Adobe training for weeks on end. I haven't been able to do any podcasts. I probably look slightly disheveled to everyone. They've given me this awful haircut. It's got chunks out of it all over it. I finally made it back to the studio where now I can do another podcast. For you good folks, I've been risking life and limb. Oh my God, I just need a drink. I hope you've all been okay. Boy, have I got a terrific episode for you this week. It's about Photoshop, of course. I couldn't leave you hanging for this long without coming back with a Photoshop episode. And it's going to be on Photoshop CS3 Extended and how to turn your still camera into a movie camera. It's one of my favourite tips. Photoshop CS3 Extended. I'm okay, folks. I'm back. Everything's okay. Enjoy the tip. Well, if you think we've done some interesting things with Photoshop in the past, get ready for something even just as interesting. Well, I tell you what, I'll do a lot of travelling around. You've probably gathered from the other podcasts. And occasionally I do some strange things when I'm interstate or even internationally travelling. And this day was no exception when I took these photographs. As a matter of fact, I got up early in the morning before work. I had to jump in a cab and make my way across Sydney. So I asked the cab driver, would it be all right if I take a few photos? And he said, perfectly okay. Away you go, young man. And that's what I did. I proceeded to take, and this is as I scroll through these images here, you'll see them there. I proceeded to take not 100 photos, not 200 photos, not even 300 photos. I actually took 516 photographs and then ended up in the car park in Mascot, which is over here. So that was frame number 516. What a fun morning that was on the way to work with my still camera, 516 frames. The idea being that when I got there, I would be able to download all of these images and turn them into a video. As you can tell, the window up here is named animation because that is what we're going to create. In fact, not so much an animation, but more of a video. It's very easy. In order for this one to work, we'll jump over to Photoshop CS3 and I'll just hide some of these banners here. It's a very simple exercise. We're just going to say File, Open. We're going to go ahead and find that particular file. I know where it is. It's in this animation folder, and there it is there. That is image 1. You'll notice that I have named them in sequence. I've actually used the batch rename function in the Adobe Bridge to do that. That's for another day though, but all 516 are named in order. Down the bottom of this dialog box there is a button there and it says open. We are opening the image, but as an image sequence. And I'm just going to go ahead and click on that. The idea is that after I click on that, Photoshop will recognize the rest of the files in that list and open them as a sequence. Heavens, I hear you say. That's excellent. We press open and Photoshop then asks us, quite a personal question actually, what frame rate would you like to have this at? 30. It's a little much for this business. Let's change it to 15. We'll press OK, and then lo and behold, here we have our video. So all we're going to do, I'm going to show you video. Come up here to the video, down to animation. Bring out the animation palette. We get this fantastic animation timeline down the bottom there, and it is really a great thing. It's very easy. As a matter of fact, we'll just hit F and we'll just hide all of this stuff in the background. We'll even hit Tab just so that we can see this video in action. I'm just going to press the space bar to get it started. And this is probably going a bit fast for what you see online, but we're probably skipping a few frames. This is on the way to work because it's running pretty quick here, and I'm only recording at 6 frames a second. So there we go. On the way to work, 516 frames. You can see I started clicking and taking photographs and zooming in and zooming out and all the rest of it. If you've got a digital still camera, you can then, and I'll just stop it right there, and we're finished. If you've got a digital still camera, tab will bring our menus back here so we can see what's going on, and we'll hit F again. Digital still camera can become a video camera very easily in Photoshop CS3. Bloody hell. I hope you enjoyed that lesson. Well, pretty amazing, folks. I bet you didn't know you could do that with your still camera. Maybe you did, who knows? Well, it's been an interesting couple of weeks. I've been here, there and everywhere, travelling interstate, travelling all around regional Victoria as well, doing all sorts of training with CS3. So I apologise for being so busy. It has been an awful lot of fun and a very interesting time. I've got some great tutorials planned though, so stay tuned, and some exciting stuff coming up for the later part of this year, and even starting to plan into 2008 now. So we should see some interesting stuff coming up on the show. Keep your eye on my website for more news, and if you feel like adding some comments, go along to either YouTube or on my website, which is down the bottom here. Get along there, support the show, send us some messages. I love to hear from absolutely everyone. It's great, and we'll see you again real soon this time on TV. Over now.